Hey, how's it going, everybody? Zach here with Trial by Trail Overland, and we're with Kitt and checking out his 2016 Tacoma.
Zach, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Awesome.
Thanks for taking some time and showing us around.
Yeah.
It's an awesome truck.
Yeah, it's been a great trip so far, man. I'm glad we went.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. What we got here is a 2016 third gen Tacoma. It's the first year they came out with the quicksand color. When they came out, I researched mini trucks. I was looking at the Colorados, but I had to go with the Tacoma just because it was the third gen, the first year of the third gen, and I really like this color. So of course I labeled it black and tan after my favorite beer. As you can see, the whole theme is black and tan. To start out with, suspension. Totally upgraded the suspension, 2.5 inch lift on the suspension. We've got Total Chaos Expedition lower control arms, 74 weld uniballs on the top, 700-pound springs, ADS shocks, 2.5 with reservoir, front and back. We'll talk about the back in a minute, but as far as, so this hood, for instance, I started adding a lot of weight to it, so there's a lot of steel going on, so it had to go on a diet real quick. So I lost 14 pounds basically by going with this carbon fiber hood, which is ultra lined. Great product. Hopefully going to do the whole truck in the ultra line and keep the same theme as the black and the tan. This is also done in the ultra line, and that's just kind of a sample of what the rest of the truck's going to be. Front bumper is steel, very heavy, very stout. This is Bay Area manufacturing, Bay Area metal fabrication, BAMF. I used to have his 1/4 inch steel plates, which are super stout but extremely heavy. So I went to RCI skid plates, aluminum, super light, love them. I don't plan on doing too much rock crawling, but that's why I took off the 1/4 inch skid plates, just to get some weight off too. Grill, you got a big open hole here. It used to have a 20-inch light bar. I took it out. I was waiting on another grill. After COVID, the guy couldn't make it, so I gotta do a different plan here. Come up, 12.5 ton winch. Factory 55 Pro Link. Synthetic line with the rollers. And I've had a lot of conversations. There's a lot of, some guys swear by the Fairleads. I like the rollers. You can ask my friends at Three Amigos Off-Road. Ask Bill Burke, International Four-Wheel Drive Trainers Association. But yeah, these guys, fog lights, super bright, rigid. That's the Onyx 6 30-inch Baja Designs, because it kind of came with the bumper. It was a kind of a package deal, so I got a good price on that. Tell you the truth, I'd like to switch the front bumper already, and it's already been on since January. That's the way it goes with these builds. You know, you throw it on, you don't like it, you want to change it, right? Hopefully some other guy will buy it. As you can see, I cut the fenders out, and there was a natural about a 4-inch line there when you take the old covers off. So I cut those, put some trim on, because I'm about to put on some 37-inch tires on this thing. Right now we have the Nito Ridge Grapplers 285 75 R17s. I had to go with the 17-inch rim because I wanted to do some big brakes, which are on there. Stop tech all the way around. Converted the disc to drum brakes. This is one of the newer additions here that I installed. If you ever do one of these and you want to cut into your, get an air-powered saw. Get an air-powered saw instead of trying to do it with a jigsaw or a sawzall.
Good advice. Mine just showed up, so I'm going to be doing that as soon as we're back from this trip.
Yeah, I got one you can borrow. You can come over to our shop and you can borrow the air if you want. So, super easy install. Safari, Air Max, great. I mean, this has been a really dusty trip, and I just looked at my filter this morning. It's clean as could be. So if I didn't have that on, with all the open cavities in here and stuff, that filter would have been super gross.
And what about that pre-cleaner? What pre-cleaner is that?
Pre-cleaner, I can't remember where I got that from, but they do industrial stuff. It's outfit out of California. I had a buddy that had one. I just took a picture of it. Cyclone. Found the guys online, emailed them, and they do industrial commercial stuff for forklifts and equipment, heavy equipment stuff.
Nice.
But they sent me that one because it fits perfect on the Safari. A lot of these are also rigid. These things are super bright. So this is one of the first things I did when I started modifying this truck. Besides, well, we'll get to the gears in a minute. But CBI sliders. I made the mistake of bullet lining them, and then you can see what happens to the bullet line if you grind against trees or rocks. So, suggestion, don't bullet line your shit, all right? Yeah, just powder coat it. This rack is a Martin off-road rack, and it's designed specifically for the Go Fast camper, which I'll be picking up in about 2 weeks.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so Go Fast camper, shout out to you guys.
And for anybody who doesn't know, what is this antenna here?
This antenna is supposed to increase your cell phone signal.
And do you find that it does?
I think it helps, yes. There's been some tests and it does help. I haven't done the actual test myself, but you can download an app that shows you the signal strength, turn it on and off, and you can figure it out. Plus it looks really cool.
It does.
I got a realtor friend that might buy it from me because I don't have a real use for it, and he loves to be online when he's off-road. But I might, it's gonna have to move because the Go Fast camper comes right up to this roof rack, which I haven't done anything other than add this camera, the antenna. Waiting to install a 40-inch light bar on that roof rack. It's either gonna be a rigid adapt, which is a beautiful light bar, and then I got a couple of Pelican cases that go up there. Interior, a lot of the interior is going to be Molly stuff, Molly panels. I've got a lot of, shout out to Miso Customs. I got their puddle lights, I got their gas deal.
The gas hole. The
gas hole, yes. I have their interior lights. I got a few other Miso Custom stuff. Oh, this is Miso Customs. The chrome delete on the interior. So a lot of that. I've got a lot of Rago fabrication. Shout out to those guys. Military. They support the military. Got their center console. As you can see, I got a lot of components here. I got like a ham radio, CB radio. I got an iPad. I got a Garmin Overlander. I got a phone. I just switched out the head unit and I'm trying to figure that out a little bit. So I shouldn't have done it before this trip because I should have just left the OME in. I got to work out the kinks on that so I can download a serious amount of maps. By the way, this is Hope. So this whole back seat is basically built for the dogs. I took them out, Goose Scare seat delete, threw in a really cool cushion for the dogs. They even put up a dog bowl over there for them with another Molly panel. So that's the interior. A lot of little cubby holes for compartments. I got a lot of little things here for, I want to say these are Blue Ridge Overland packs. I like to be organized and I like to carry a lot of stuff because I'm search and rescue, off-road, overland, and then it's a work truck as well. So this serves a lot of purposes, this truck. Gear. ADS shocks, great company. I've got the Deaver Expedition 3 leaf springs, 700 to 1,000 pounds, I believe, capacity. Oh, I did not mention what wheels I have. Those are Method 702s with the bead grip technology. I love them because I've had these tires down to 3 psi in the snow, no problem. Yeah, I mean, nice. It looked like it was going to fall off the bead, but they didn't. What ADS bump stops, shocks, and then we get to the Archive Garage hammer hangers. I've got the shock relocator, Archive Garage. Those guys are an awesome company, back on the East Coast, I believe. And then the hammer hangers with the crossbars down there. Ass in. Rear bumper is high clearance CBI. As you can see, there's a ton of weight on here. But one of the very first things I did on this truck is re-gear to 5.2 knives, because I knew what kind of build I wanted, what kind of tire size I eventually wanted. So the first thing I did was re-gear.